You are welcome back to my channel. It's a pleasure to have you here. Today I'm going to share how I make this perfect Banku mix. I will be using 2000 grams of cassava, which is 2 pack of cassava frozen, and then 3 packets of cornmeal, white and yellow. So I have 2 mixing bowl with spatula and some water for mixing. I then go ahead and pour the white corn in the bowl, and I follow with the yellow one. The yellow I will be using just half of it because I want it to be more light yellow. And this is the texture that I'm using, the one we use in Ghana to prepare akpele. That's the texture that I'm using. You are once again welcome back to Tom's Kitchen. But if you want your corn dough to be more yellow in color, then you can use the whole pack, which is 1 yellow corn powder and then 2 white corn powder. So after that, I mix everything well, and then I scoop half of it into a different bowl, because if you add the water to it, it will be increasing and it might not go in the other bowl if I mix everything in one. So I then go ahead and add small amount of water to it, and then I stir it with the spatula. At this moment, I use my hand to continue the mixing because it needs the hand to be used, and I take my time and mix it very nicely. I later continue with my 2 hands because the corn is a dry corn, so you have to take your time and then mix it very well to make sure that everything is well mixed. Because in Ghana we normally soak the maize in water before we send it to the cornmeal. So at this moment I check if the water is enough, but you can see that it is not coming together. So I go ahead and add little amount of water to it, and then I mix it again. Never mind, I'll put the measurement of the water that I will be using at the comment section or the description box. At this moment you can see that when I fold it, it is folding. So this is the texture that I want, but you can choose to add more water to it, but I prefer this because when it is ready to use, it will look similar to the one you've been buying on the market. At this moment, it is time to ferment it. To ferment your dough, you have to get a bucket or a bowl with a strong lid. I go ahead and put everything in it, and then I press it very strongly for it to sit very well. If I said sit, I hope you get me. After doing everything, this is how it's supposed to look. I then go ahead and cover it with some plastic foil to prevent the surface from getting wet or to create fungus, because if you are a Ghanaian, you understand what I mean. So after everything, I set it aside, and with the cassava, I put it in a bowl and also put all of them down for 7 days or a week. So this is the 7th day. Let's check on the cassava. You can see that it is very white. It doesn't change color. So I put it in a bowl and then I wash it or rinse it 2 times. The next step is to divide it and then remove the cord from it. Because it is soft, you can also use your finger to remove it. I prefer the finger because it is very fast. So this is what I removed from the cassava. I now go ahead and then cut it into pieces. You can also use your hand or the finger to tear it into pieces. So this is what I have. It's time to blend, so I add some water to it. The water shouldn't be too plenty. If not, it will be too watery and I don't want it that way. So I will be listing the exact amount of water that I use at the comment section. So I blend it till it is smooth. This is very smooth. So I now have a cheesecloth and that's what I will be using to drain the water. I continue the process and blend the rest. At this moment, I finish blending it, so I bring everything together and then I tie it very strongly. It has to be tightened very strong. So after tightening it, I transfer it into a bowl with a colander and then I place a heavy object on it and keep it for the next day. So the next day, let's check on the cassava dough. And look at how white it look. Very neat and very thick. No water. Now all you have to do is to just mold it to a perfect size that you want and then you can freeze it in your deep freezer. Just look at how it looks. So let's check also on the corn dough. You can see that at the surface there is nothing to remove because of the foil we used to cover it. This is also the same thing, nothing to remove. If you see this video useful, you can click on the liking button, also click on the notification bell so that whenever I uploaded a video, you will be notified. You can also subscribe to my channel and I will be glad when you do that. You can also share the recipe and comment at the comment section. So I continue to fold everything into sizes like how we normally buy our corn dough and the cassava dough on the market. And this is what we have. Thank you for always engaging and watching my videos.